Hello viewers, welcome to UN College digital class. In today's class, I am going to discuss about merge sort in design and analysis of algorithm class. Already in the previous session, we have discussed about different types of sorting approach. Those are quick sort, bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, etc. In today's class, we will focus on merge sort. Let's start. Merge sort is one of the most efficient sorting algorithm. It works on the principle of divide and conquer. We know that divide and conquer is very popular approach which is used in number of different types of algorithm. Merge sort follows the rule of divide and conquer to sort a given set of elements recursively, and so it consumes less time. As merge sort use the divide and conquer approach and recursion combiningly, that's why it consumes less time. Very similar to quick sort, but the way they are doing the operation, that is different. Now we will discuss exactly what is the meaning of divide and conquer. Divide and conquer may be represented as if we can break a single big problem into smaller sub-problems, solve the smaller sub-problems and combine their solution to find the solution for the original big problem. It means that here what exactly we are doing, we are dividing the problem into smaller sub-problem and then we are finding the solution of smaller sub-problem, and finally we are combining the solution and represent as final solution. The divide and conquer is implemented in three different steps. Those are divide the problem into multiple small problems, first step. Then the second step is conquer the sub-problems by solving them. And the third one is combine the solution of the sub-problems to find the solution of the actual problem. Now here I have represented divide and conquer in a diagrammatic way so that you can understand it. Okay. In this diagram, you can clearly see that the problem is divided into number of sub-problems. Then at the next step, we are finding the solution to the sub-problems, and finally at the end, we are combining the solution of the sub-problems and representing as the final solution to the original problem. Now we will discuss implementing divide and conquer and recursion in merge sort. Okay. Then the algorithm may be represented in a very simpler manner. First step, if it is only one element in the list, it is already sorted, written. Step 2, divide the list recursively into two halves until it can no more be divided. And step 3, merge the smaller list into new list in a sorted order. Actually, we know that we can represent algorithm in a number of ways. Algorithm is nothing, it is a representation of logic. Okay, so here I have just represented the logic in a very simpler way. Now we will go into depth. Here I have represented merge sort algorithm by using a function. Okay, the name of the function is merge sort and it is taking three arguments. It is very interesting one. Okay, merge sort and it is taking three arguments. Those are A, start and write. A represents the whole list, start represents the first location number or index value, and write represents the last location number of the list. Okay. At the first step, we are comparing if start greater than write return. For example, if your list consists of 10 locations, then obviously the first if condition will be false. And we will come to the next point, that is middle. Middle equal to start plus n divided by 2. Here we want to find out the mid value of the list so that we can divide the list into two halves. Mid value means we are just finding the mid location number. On the basis of that we will divide the list. For example, suppose the list consists of 10 location, then we may divide the list 1 to 5 one list and 6 to 10 another sub list in this way. Then next, merge sort A start middle. Here we are calling the merge sort function recursively, and in this step we are calling the first sub list, first half, which is basically left side. Okay, and then Again we are using the merge sort function, and here we are passing the parameters a, middle one, right. It means that we are calling, or we are using the next sublist. For example, suppose your list consists of 10 location, then in the first merge sort function we are calling by using the sublist 1 to 5, and in the second merge sort function we are using 6 to 10 location. In this way the merge sort will call recursively number of times, and at each step it will divide the list into smaller subparts until no more subdivision is possible. And finally we are using another function, that is merge a, start, middle, end. And we are using this function because here we will compare the elements, so you will arrange the elements in a particular order and we will combine the list. And in this way we will combine all the solution, and finally we will represent the final solution to the original problem. Now I am going to explain merge sort by using one very suitable example. Let's start at the first step. When you will be given a list to sort by implementing merge sort, what you will do? Divide the unsorted list into n number of sublists, each comprising one element. It means that you will divide the list again and again and again, so that each sublist consists of only one element. Okay, now I am just explaining it by using a list. Let the list consist of 8, 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 7, 6. Then at the first step what we will do? We will divide the list into two sublists by using the mid location value. And here the list is divided into two sublists. The first sublist consists of 8, 3, 5, 1, and the second sublist consists of 4, 2, 7, 6. Again we will divide the list. First we will divide the first sublist, and now the further divided sublist consists of 8, 3, and the next one is 5, 1, and the next one is 4, 2, and the next one is 7, 6. Okay, and at the next step again we will divide the list, so that here what we are doing, we are taking 8, 3 the sublist and we are dividing it into further sublist, so that here each sublist consists of only one element, and accordingly our sublist consists of 8, then the next one consists of 3, then the next one is 5, then 1, then 4, then 2, then 7, then 6. It means that exactly what we have done here, we have taken the unsorted list and we are dividing the list again and again and again, so that each sublist consists of only one element. Okay, when there is no more subdivision is possible, what we will do? We will perform the final step, and in the final step what we are doing, we are sorting the elements and we are combining the each sublist. Okay, now we will start the operation. Now we will take 8 and 3, which are two different sublists, and we are comparing those 8 and 3 and we are arranging in a proper order, and we will combine that. Here the solution to the sublist is 3 and 8. Then the next one is 1 and 5. Then the next one is we are taking 4 and 2 and we are merging it by as 2 and 4. Then the last one is 7 and 6 and we are merging it as 6 and 7. Then in the next step we are using 3, 8, 1, 5, 2 sublist and we are comparing those elements. We are placing all those elements in proper order and merge those two lists as 1, 3, 5, 8. Then we are taking 2, 4, 6, 7, 2 sublist, and again we are performing the same operation. We are comparing those elements, we are placing those elements in proper order and we are merging those two sublists, and our solution is 2, 4, 6, 7. Then finally we have got our two sublists which are in sorted order. Now we will take these two sublists and we will compare those elements and we will place in proper order. We will merge those sublists. So now our output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope you have got some basic idea of merge set, but still if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box. Now I am going to explain Morset algorithm by using C programming language. I have used two different functions here, one for dividing the list and another for sorting and merging the list. Let's start. I have used the function here void merge set int a, which is a list or which is an array, then int busy beginning, which represents the beginning, int end. Okay, it means that you may say that it is the start and end. Then inside the function I have used int mid. If beginning less than end, then mid equal to, obviously at the first case, suppose your list consists of 10 elements, then the first location number is 1 and the end represents 10, then the condition is satisfied. Okay, then inside the if condition, inside the if block, what we are doing, we are calculating the mid location number big plus n divided by 2 and we are calling the merge set a big mid. It means that at the first merge set we are taking the first sublist. Okay, let the list consist of 10 elements, then here the merge set function is called by using 1 to 5 location. Then in the second merge set function we are passing the 6 to 10 memory location and finally we are calling merge a big mid end. Okay, I hope now you can get a clear picture of merge set algorithm by using this type of programming structure. Now let me explain exactly what is happening in the merge, because this merge set function is only used to dividing the list. Okay, but the merge is the function in which exactly what we are doing, we are implementing sorting and merging. Now I am going to explain the merge function in which exactly the sorting and merging is performed. Okay, the merge function is taking 4 arguments. Those are int a, int big, int mid and int end. A represents the list, big represents the starting location, mid represents the middle location, index actually. Int end represents the end location index. Okay, inside the merge function what we are doing, we are taking one temporary array or temporary list which is represented as temp 10. Okay, and we have used one while loop. Inside the while loop exactly what we are doing, for example, suppose you are having two lists, okay, and one list consists of 1 3 and the second list consists of 6 7, then and you want to sort all those elements and combine the all the list location. Then what you will do, you will take first location of the first list, you will take the first location of the second list, then you will check which one is smaller, you will place it in the first location of the final list. In this way you will perform the operation. You will compare two elements and you will place the element which is smaller in the proper place. Here we are assuming that we are using ascending order of sorting. That's why we are using less than operator. Otherwise we may use greater than operator in case of descending order. Okay. In the while loop we are using two sublists and we are checking the location value of two sublist and we are placing the value which is smaller in the final list in this way. And just assume that it is very simple one. Just assume that suppose one list consists of 5 elements and another list consists of 3 elements. Suppose, then in that case what you will do, suppose the location 2 or 3 location of one list sublist is left, at that time what we will do, we will just take all the elements and we will place in the final list as it is, because as it is already sorted there is no requirement of sorting. And for that reason we are checking it which sublist elements are left by using two if condition. If the first sublist element are left, then we are just adding all those elements to the final list. Otherwise, if the second sublist element are left, then we are adding those elements into the final list. In this way, it is very simple one. It looks like complicated, but it is very easy one. You just try to run this code. You just try to run this code by using some one unsorted list, so that you will be very clear. It is very simple one. I hope you have got a very basic structure, basic idea on merge set. Merge set is nothing. It is just using two functions. One is merge set, which divides the list into smaller sublist, and another one is merge, which compare the elements and place the elements in proper order in the final list. Now I am going to discuss about time complexity of merge set. Whenever we are dividing the list into half in every step, it can be represented using a logarithm function, that is log n, and the number of steps can be represented as log n plus 1. Also, we perform a single step operation to find out the middle of any subarray, that is represented as order of 1, and to merge the subarrays or to merge the sublist made by dividing the original list of n elements, a running time of order of n will be required. Hence, the total time of merge set function may be calculated as n bracket log n plus 1, which gives us a time complexity order of n into log n. Now, the worst case time complexity of merge set is order of n into log n. Best case time complexity is order of n into log n. Average case time complexity is order of n into log n. It is interesting. Okay, time complexity of merge set is order of n log n in all the three cases: worst case, average case, best case. Why? Because merge set always divides the list into two halves and takes linear time to merge two halves. Okay. It requires equal amount of additional space as the unsorted array. Hence, it is not at all recommended for searching large unsorted array. But it is having one advantage, that is, it is the best sorting technique used for sorting linked list. Now we are concluding by analyzing, by focusing some valuable points on merge set. Merge set is very simple one. It uses divide and conquer approach. It uses recursion just like quick set. It is very effective one. And in merge set, two different functions are used. One is merge set and another one is merge. In merge set function, what we are doing? We are dividing the list again and again until each sublist consists of only one element. And what we are doing in the merge function? We are just combining all the sublist in a proper order, placing all the location value and represent it as the final solution to the problem. I hope you have got some basic concept on merge set. You have got the example. You have got the clear concept on the algorithm, time complexity, etc. But still, if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.